Good morning and welcome to Belstone Common on Dartmoor. Now, I put myself under quite a bit of pressure when by landscape photography. My time out with the camera is pretty precious to me. I've got limited time to come out with the camera and grab a landscape image, or certainly try and grab one that I'm happy with. So I spend a lot of time looking at the weather forecast, and it was particularly difficult last night as I was searching for a location to come. The weather forecast was fairly consistent but inconclusive across the southwest, so I wasn't sure where I was going to come to get a photograph. There was no clear one location that stood out and said, yeah, this will be the best place to come and get a photograph. Now, it doesn't have to be like spectacular sunrise conditions. It could be, oh, it's really grey and overcast here and misty, and go for that location and get that particular shot. Oh, it's going to be a glorious sunrise, and I'm going to come up to this location and that's the best place to go. It just wasn't very, there was no one location that stood out and said, that's where you need to go. And that's what got me kind of under a bit of pressure. Can I pick the right location? If it's inconclusive, but I don't know where to go, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to go to a location and for it to be a bit of a waste of time, which happens quite a lot. But I guess looking at it, and I was thinking about this as I was walking up, that is part of the fun almost of landscape photography, is not knowing 100% that is going to be the place to go, that if you go there it might happen or it might not. And besides, anyway, the amount of times that I've been out and it hasn't happened and I haven't managed to get a photograph, I've never thought to myself that was a waste of time, because I always enjoy being outdoors. That's one of the really important things to me, is being outdoors. So anyway, I thought, where am I going to come this morning? I thought, well, there's quite a lot of high cloud cover. There could be a chance of a good sunrise. And I thought, I'll come up to Belstone Common, because one of the reasons this is a great place in Dartmoor to come is it's got 360-degree views. You're not really limited to where the action is happening. So I thought, if anywhere, I'll come up here. It's going to give me the best chance of getting a landscape image. So I'm just looking out there. The sun is starting to come up, starting to show a little bit of colour in the sky. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to shoot. I'm going to be really thinking on my feet, I think, this morning. I've got all my lenses with me to cover all the angles, and we'll just have to see what happens. But I better get the camera set up and take some photographs. Well, I've just spent the last 10 minutes taking some photographs. No sooner had I finished that last bit to camera, I popped my head up above the rocks from where I was showing, and the sky was all happening. There was a bit of colour, there was clouds everywhere, and I just like, there's no chance of me doing any vlogging. I mean, talking about the pressure of actually getting the photograph, I really, I have to prioritise photography always over the vlogging. So I wouldn't have done much talking about the photographs that I've been taking this morning. I just had to work fast. I had to move and drag the camera from one place to another, trying to find a composition, make the most of the colour that was in the sky. What I'm waiting for now, just I got a little 5-minute break, is the sun. Even though it's past sunrise time, it hasn't quite come up above the distant hill over there. So when that pops up, I'm hoping it's going to bathe some of the tors here, some of the rocks, in a bit of golden light. It's already kissing some of the peaks over there. So I'm hoping I'm going to get another sort of burst of action, but I'm really going to have to concentrate on the photography, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Right, I think I've got all the photographs I'm going to get this morning. The sun is well and truly up. been a bit of a funny morning for my photography. When I got here, the clouds and the sky were looking really spectacular, and as I was waiting for the morning light to come, just to get that first rays of sunlight just on the side of the tours, the kind of clouds, or the colour in the clouds kind of went, and then there's this kind of lull, and then as the sun came up, I was hoping to get another bit of action, and then while that put nice light on the ground, all the kind of interest in the sky had gone, so it didn't quite all come together as it often does up here at the same time. So, you know, I was under a bit of pressure this morning to try and capture an image, and I thought, what are the conditions? Because the conditions were looking really good, so I thought I have to be able to get an image out of this. But it's maybe not, it's not come out, but I don't know, it's hard to tell until you get the images back in the computer and you process them. You know, so sometimes under the pressure and the busyness of trying to get an image, you don't really sometimes appreciate exactly what's on the back of the camera and what sort of photograph you might be able to create. But anyway, it's all that pressure aside, always good to be up here in the morning. It's just beautiful up here, just really beautiful. So even if I haven't got a decent picture or portfolio picture, I'm so glad I came up here this morning. It's such a nice place to be, and what a great way to start the day. I'll see you in the next one.